Hey everybody, this is Reginald Stinson. I want to welcome you to tonight's hangout. Today is, I don't know if today is the 24th of November. Just want to welcome you to the hangout. Tonight we're going to share with you a powerful opportunity that has changed a lot of lives across the globe. A little bit about myself before I really get into that. Let me jump over to this. We have a panel of superstars, rock stars on the panel here tonight. And we're going to get to them here a little later on in the hangout. But before we do that, I want to share something with you, share with you an opportunity that has changed my life. And let me go back to the start. Now again, my name is Reginald Stinson. I am the founder of the Unit of Prosperity. I've been with the company you're going to hear about tonight a little over a year. I came in the company with an intense network marketing background, been in the industry since 2006, struggled like most people when I first got in, trying to. Hey everybody, this is Reginald Stinson. I want to welcome you to tonight's hangout. Okay, whoever just came on, please mute. I don't know if today is the 24th of November. Just want to welcome you to the hangout tonight. We're going to share with you a powerful opportunity that was me. All right, so let me go back to this. All right, so anyway, I came in with an intense network marketing background, struggled like most people do when they first get started in the industry, jumped from company to company trying to find my way. Fast forwarding up until this point, during that period, I had no success at first, and I found a company, was able to go full-time with that company within 4 months. Ended up leaving that company a little after 2.5, 3 years. Bounced around in the industry, basically trying to find a niche and something that I was excited about. During that time, I've had mediocre success. I made anywhere from 30, 40, 50, $60,000 a year with companies. Had my first six-figure year, I believe it was 2011, 2012. Excuse me. And now with the company I'm with now, we've earned well over $500,000 in a year. So that's my story. I didn't have a lot of money when I first came into this company, because actually prior to me getting introduced to this company, I was actually on my way out the industry. And the reason why is because I found myself being the only individual that was making money on my team. I built teams and did all that stuff, which was fine, but I couldn't say I was really successful because I wasn't creating any success around me. And the huge point, or the reason why that was going on, was because a lot of these companies out there solely based the efforts of you making money solely on recruiting. So I got tired of seeing people struggle, tired of people not succeeding. So I decided to, hey, I'm just going to take a break from the industry and find something else to do to create income. From there, this came across my desk. I ignored it initially because I was burned out on the industry. But a friend of mine called me again about the business, told me what he was doing. He was killing it, selling stuff on eBay and e-commerce. And I was like, hey, it's something that I need to take a look at, because selling on eBay is something that doesn't require you to talk to people if I don't want to. So I gave it a shot. Made money my first weekend. I did over $1,100. From there, I saw how easy it was. Then I knew it was something I just had to get out there to the people, because people want to make money from home. There's so many people that are looking for a home business, a legitimate home business. And now we have something legitimate that we can share with people that gives them an opportunity to make money on both sides of the business. If they want to focus on, referring other customers, they can do that. If they don't have to. You can still make money. Now, I talked about myself. I am the founder of Unit of Prosperity, retired underachiever, high school dropout. I talked about that, all this stuff, so we can skip that. But for the most part, in addition to that, now we have over 30,000 people on our team. We've created thousands of success stories. Not only myself, but there are so many people who are earning a lot of money, so many people that have fired their boss, so many six-figure income earners that it's hard to even keep count. And we've been in this company a year's time. Now, here are some case studies. My first 8 weeks in business. This is from me sharing this amazing opportunity with people. And I know some people frown upon sharing any type of business with people, but this is something that you don't want to keep to yourself, because it's easy to share with people, because you know with confidence that you're sharing something that people can actually profit with, that people can actually make money with, and you not feel guilty about sharing with them something that they're going to fail with. So this is my first 8 weeks in business. You see, I did over $12,000 referring other customers. Personally sponsored over 270 customers, 99 affiliates. I also did the eBay side of things. This is one of my eBay accounts. I had over 12,000, might as well say 13,000 in sales. On the other, I had 3,500. Here's more case studies from some of the commissions that I was able to generate by referring other customers. Now, since we're talking about money, I just want to let you all know that your results may vary. I am not guaranteeing that you're going to make any money at all, because your income that you potentially generate is dependent upon the effort that you put in. So your results may vary. Again, I'm just showing you examples of what's possible if you come in and get to work with this amazing opportunity. Here's another case study. This is actually a different screenshot. I want you to pay attention to this. On the 14th, you see there was a payment of $781. The 15th, $810. The 16th, $3,900. The 16th, again, $1,000, so on and so forth. And these are typically payments that are paid out daily by this company. And moving over to the next page, you see more payments that have come in daily. Moving over to the next page, more payments that have come in daily. And here's a screenshot. Actually, this has changed, but I'm well over $500,000 right now. Now, typically, as kids, or while we're kids, we're taught to go to high school, graduate from college, get a job. But here are some facts, some cold hard facts about college graduates, and this is not me knocking college at all, but I just want to give you cold hard facts about what you could potentially expect as a college graduate, or that your kids can potentially expect. Average student loan debt is about $26,000, a little over 26, probably $27,000. 2/3 of students that graduate actually graduate with debt. We actually had a friend over the house today, and we were actually trying to help her find a place, and she was talking about how our student loans are in deferment, so on and so forth. And I'm here to tell you that I've been here. My student loans, when I had student loans from college, I actually had those things for well over 10 years, close to 10 years, probably, real close to 10 years, probably 8 years or so. And I was one of those people that had to keep putting his student loans in deferments so that, the loans wouldn't go into default and hurt my credit report, because I could not afford to pay back the loan. So I kept, and some of you all may be in that situation, so I just kept putting the loans in deferment with hopes that one day I will make enough money to pay them off, and I just actually paid these loans off. I believe it was earlier this year. So most students graduate with debt. Most pay on student loans for 10+ years, some 20+ years. Most won't make enough money to even pay back their loans. I didn't graduate from college, but I know people that have, and they don't make enough money to pay for their student loans. A lot won't even get a job in their respective field of study that they go to school for. This is the reality. People go to school, graduate, don't even get a job in their field. It's just a degree or a piece of paper that they have to say that they have this certain, credential or education level. But for the most part, what do people do with their degrees these days? It's very rare that most people are doing things with their degrees today. Also, debt dominates most households. Are you in debt right now? Were you in debt? Do you know anyone in debt? Even if you're not in debt, I guarantee you know someone that is in debt. Probably most of your circle of influence is in debt. Most of your family is in debt. Debt dominates most households. An extra $500 to $1,000 a month could save someone from going into foreclosure or prevent them from having to file bankruptcy. $500 to $1,000 makes a huge difference in so many people's lives. It may make a huge difference in yours, and if it does not, then I can guarantee you that you know someone that it will make a difference in their life. So what's your retirement plan? You see the guy at the bottom, elderly gentleman that's working at Walmart, and this is getting very common these days. There was days when I used to work at Walmart, you hardly ever see, elderly or a senior citizen or a baby boomer or wherever you want to call them working at Walmart as a greeter. It doesn't happen. But now, it's becoming more common because they don't have enough money in their retirement, or their retirement runs out and they have to go back to work to be able to sustain themselves and live. Most people, again, retire broke and have to go back to work due to their failure to plan properly. Maybe you have a good job right now, or you think you have a good job and you're like, hey, I don't even want to take this serious. I got all the time in the world, or I have all the time in the world to get things right and to plan for my retirement. But you don't want to wait until a disaster happens or until something happens to start planning. You want to plan before the things happen. That's the whole idea of planning, to plan for future events. You don't plan when the event happened, you plan before it happened. Some people will never retire because they're living paycheck to paycheck. That's the reality. Others wait until tragedy happens in their life before they do anything at all. Is that you? Are you waiting? Do you have a solid plan B? Even if you have a good job, do you have a plan B? What if your job lay you off? Then what are you going to do? What are you doing to supplement your retirement? So on and so forth. Do you have a 401k? Do you have some type of way that your money is actually paying you versus you making 1% interest or 0.001 interest a year on your money in your bank account? What are you doing to get your money to make money for you while you're sleeping, essentially? And here's why the rich get richer. Why does that happen, Reginald? It's really simple. Counsel. All right. Great achievers have great advisors and or coaches. They align themselves with the proper counsel. Other high achievers, overachievers, or whatever you want to call them, people who are successful and or coaches. They also have connections. Who's in your circle of influence? Who's on your power team? Who's there? Is it all people that complain about being broke all the time? People who are destitute? People who are frustrated? People who are bitter? Is that in your circle of influence? Do you have people who have dreams, who have goals, who have aspirations? People who are positive? People who are powerful? People who are influential? Who's in your circle? They also have strategies. They plan and have systems and strategy in place that will help them execute at a higher level than other. Again, if you want to execute at a higher level than other people, then you need to strategically plan. Again, they plan is underlined because they strategically plan and have systems in place that will help them execute at a higher level than other people. And the reason for that is because most people don't plan. It's plain and simple. Most people don't plan, and that's why they fail. Goal setting. They set new goals each and every month. All right. You want to always challenge yourself and set new goals as you reach different milestones in your business. They also are creative. They strategically create new ideas on how they can pay themselves. That is very important. 5 things that have helped me earn over 400K, well, now 500K plus with this company. First of all, I have vision. I knew where I was going before I got there or before I got here. And that may be unbelievable for some. Some people may think, well, you had these connections when you first came in, or you came in with a silver spoon in your mouth, blah, blah, blah. You don't know what I've been through. I'm struggling. I don't got no money, whatever the case scenario. Well, I'm here to tell you that, I wasn't born with a silver spoon in my mouth. I don't consider myself to be the best speaker in the world. You could probably hear the southern accent that I have, or the country accent, because I'm from Birmingham, Alabama, and we talk a little different than everybody else in the country. So you hear all of that, and all that I've been through. I was actually a statistic, all right? And if I accepted what everybody said I would be, I wouldn't be who I am right now. And wherever you are right now, whether you have money or not, you have to see yourself being successful before it actually manifests in your life. Because if you don't believe you can achieve whatever you want to achieve successfully, and if you don't believe and think that you can actually be successful, then how do you expect other people to believe in you or to grab hold of your vision? Or how do you expect to attract or create that vision or to make that vision come to pass if you don't actually believe you can do it? Because if you don't believe you can do it, then you're not going to put forth the works to make it happen. So you have to see yourself there before you actually get there, regardless to where you are. There was times to where my wife and I, we worked at fast food restaurants when we first got married, and we ate out at our job several nights a week, probably more nights than we actually ate at home on our jobs every single week because we couldn't afford to put food in the refrigerator. But we did what we had to do until we can do better. We lived in a one-bedroom apartment for a long time, with our son at the time. We only had one child at the time, and he slept in the room with us. Why? Because we did what we had to do until we can get better. But did we settle for less? Did we get comfortable and settle for that current situation that we were in? Because some people get comfortable with living on the government, or they get comfortable with being poor or being in poverty. But I saw something greater for my family. Even during that situation, even during those times when I had my car repossessed on my job, while I'm at work, I had my car repossessed. That was probably one of the most humiliating experiences I ever had in my life. Not only that, I had several other cars repossessed. I lost count how many times I had cars repossessed, but I had cars repossessed several times. I've been fired off jobs. I've worked. We've almost was evicted. We never actually got evicted, but we've been through a whole lot. Having to make payment arrangements, being on EBT, we've been there. Getting cars from those import places. I forgot what you call them, pay as you go dealers or whatever you call them. I forgot what you call them now. But you know what I'm talking about. The cars that are actually wrecked and they rebuild them. We bought those type of vehicles because we needed something to travel in. And if anyone just came on a hangout, please mute out yourself. Please mute. Hold on a second. You are breathing hard. Thank you. Thank you. All right. So apologize for that. All right. So we've been there in those type of situations. So you have to have vision. Next thing is you have to have heart. You have to be able to endure the persecution and everything that you're going to encounter on this journey. It's not an easy road to success, because if it was easy, everyone would be doing it. I'm just going to be flat out honest with you. Everybody will be doing this. But there's going to be times where people think you crazy for you being in that business. People are going to think you crazy for you being in that company or being around those type of people. Or you're crazy. You're not going to be able to do that because you're broke. You're not smart enough. You didn't graduate from high school. Whatever the case scenario is, you have to have heart to be able to stand on your vision and keep moving towards that vision when you are persecuted, when all of these things come upon you. Because whenever you decide to become a leader and stand out, you are afflicted more than anyone else. That's the reality. But not only do you receive more affliction, you also receive greater reward because of that affliction. You have to have a plan of action. Now that you have the vision, you have heart, now you need to figure out how you're going to go out about to accomplish whatever it is you set out to accomplish. People skills. You have to like people. You cannot like people and be able to be and want to be successful in network marketing, all right, or any home business to a huge scale, especially if you're trying to do it fast. And there was someone, I can't remember who it was, that asked the question, do you want to get rich fast or do you want to get rich slow? And I'm not guaranteeing any income, but I guarantee you if I ask this question and if I unmute everybody that's on the panel, even the people that are watching this thing, and ask you, well, would you rather get rich fast or slow? Everybody's going to say fast. Well, if you want to do it fast, then you need to have people skills and you need to learn how to influence people and learn how to build massive networks. Would you rather want to, some people want to do this, but would you rather take on the responsibility and the work of having to do everything yourself, or would you like to learn how to leverage networks and leverage other people? That is a rhetorical question, but it's a serious question that you should ask yourself. Because the fact of the matter is, well, how did you earn $500,000 so quick? It's really simple. I learned how to influence people and to build massive networks and to leverage other people. By doing that, by doing that, I'm putting in less effort to create a substantial amount of income versus someone that's out there trying to do it themselves. Personal development, the more you grow, the more you earn. If you're shifting from having a job, then this is essential to your success, which everybody has a job. We do things differently as an employee versus us being an entrepreneur or self-employed. We do things differently. So your mindset and the way you think is going to be completely different. As an employee, you wait for people to tell you what to do. As an entrepreneur, you just do what you got to do. You don't wait for that. Okay, you make things happen on your own. You have to be self-sufficient. So changing your mindset is probably one of the most important things, because if you don't have the mindset to succeed, then nothing else I say to you even matters at this point. So if you all are not doing this, you need to definitely indulge yourself into personal development and read self-help books, because they are powerful. It's not just novels or something just to read, just to entertain you and to tell you stories. It's actually something that's feeding your mind and transforming the way that you think. So you all came here tonight because you were looking to hear stories from people that are making money, or you may be looking for a way to make money. Well, if that's the case, then we have a solution for you. You need to find a home business, and the reason why people fail is in a home business is because they either oversell or they quit on themselves. So finding a home business, let's go back and attack that. You know, this is about a home business, and there's plenty of home businesses out there, and I'm going to give you the benefits of having them. We could have put that on the slide, but I'm just going to give you a few benefits of having a home business, even if you have a job that you absolutely love. Excuse me. The benefit of having a home business, even if you have a job that you absolutely love, is the tax deductions. You get unbelievable tax deductions, and if you don't know what that means that you pay less taxes than a W-2 worker, for example, or someone that's only a W-2 worker. All right, you're able to save money on taxes, so you're able to write off certain things that you use for your business that you wouldn't normally be able to if you didn't have one. And here's an example. You know, you're able to potentially write off your internet. If you do business on your cell phone, there's ways you can do that with your cell phone. You can write off office space. You can write off supplies, so on and so forth. And here's another example. I actually just bought a truck, and there's some type of rule in the tax law of some sort to where if you buy a 2014 vehicle, that you're able to write off the sales tax on that vehicle. So I just bought a vehicle, and I'm able to write off the sales tax of that vehicle. Now, if I would have put that vehicle in my company name, I could have wrote off the entire purchase of the vehicle, but I didn't do that. But just to give you an example, and that's a $50,000 deduction. So moving forward, now nothing is wrong with home-based businesses. You know, some people think that they're scams or whatever, so on and so forth, and the people that typically say that probably either got into the wrong company or they quit on themselves and just want to play victim and blame other people. But the only way to fail in a home business, especially if you find a legitimate one, is to really quit on yourself. Even if you're overselling, the overselling is something that you can fix, but quitting on yourself is something you can't. All right. So with a home-based business, it's really simple. One thing that I learned is the Sam and Costco method. You know, and this applies to people who are in a home business and all they do is just sell, constantly selling without giving value. But if you look at Sam's or Costco, for example, you see the people that are handing out samples of some type of food or something to try. They don't ask you to buy it, they just ask you to taste it. And once you taste it and you like what it tastes like, what do? You ask, well, how do I get this? Where do I find this at? Or you just automatically ask to buy. So that's what we're going to teach you how to do, well, once you decide to partner up with us tonight. And what we're going to talk to you about partnering up with us in is e-commerce. And if you're not familiar with e-commerce, here's some facts about it. E-commerce is a multi-billion with a B dollar industry. Also in e-commerce, consumers spend on average $1,300 a year shopping online. Some of you all have already surpassed that number. I know I spent way more than that online. This year, shopping online is becoming more common because people don't want to stand in long lines at Walmart or any other store to buy stuff. So if we can stay at home and do the same thing that we were going to do anyway by actually going out somewhere, then we'd rather do it at home. It's a niche that's continuously becoming more popular because of that, because of the convenience of shopping online. It's becoming more popular. So what if you can capitalize on an industry like that, an industry where people are always going to spend money on, an industry that's popular, in an industry that's a multi-billion-dollar industry? But now you have the opportunity to do that. And we've partnered with a company called DS Domination that teaches you how to make money in e-commerce with Amazon and eBay, two of the two big giants in the e-commerce industry. Both are billion-dollar companies. People shop on these sites every single day, and we show you how to get in front of that audience and be able to monetize it. Now here's some case studies from the training that we use at DS Domination, and it's really simple, guys. You see that I have all these eBay sales, and you want to learn, well, how are you able to accumulate all these eBay sales? And this is when I was very active selling on eBay, and you notice all the dates are all the same day, several sales a day, 50 to 100 sales a day. Same thing with Amazon. You see all these sales here that we make from selling on these websites, and it's really simple, and it's not just, yeah, well, I can go create, an account myself and do it. Yes, you can, but you will not be able to do it to the magnitude that we teach you how to do it once you decide to partner up with us tonight. You're going to learn from people that have made millions of dollars on eBay, done millions of dollars in sales, millions of dollars in sales on Amazon. You're going to learn from those type of people. You're going to learn from us who've done tens of thousands of dollars, hundreds of thousands of dollars in sales on these websites as well. And we're going to coach you and mentor you along the way to show you how you can be profitable selling on these platforms. And here's more sales proof and case studies from Amazon. Here's another case study. You see, this is from a few team members here, and this is actually on Amazon. When one person made $1,200 in 5 days using our Monopoly and Genesis training, and then another made $29,000. You see that balance that's going to be deposited to our bank account within the 2-week period. I don't know how many days that was, but we get paid every 2 weeks on Amazon, and that's $29,000 every 2 weeks. And most people don't even make that in a year, guys, so I hope you see the opportunity there. Now, we do have team member testimonials, so what I'm going to do is actually, I'm not going to read these that are actually here. We're going to bring up the people who are on the panel here tonight, and I'm not sure if Carrie is on here. I didn't get a chance to look, but if Carrie is here, let me go ahead and pull this back up. Looks like he stepped away. So,
I'm right here, Betty boy. I'm right here.
All right, good. So what I'm going to do, my friend, I'm going to allow you to bring up the people who are on the panel and allow them to jump out and share their stories and testimonials about how this company has changed their life.
Awesome, man. Reggie, let me tell you, man, just seeing all those testimonials. Guys, my name is Kerry Missick, 7 Bronx, New York, and it's a pleasure that I did not turn away when Reggie sent me the email to join, to say, hey, I'm getting ready to do this eBay thing. Let me, you may want to check it out with me because I'm tired of people not making money. And I almost blew him off, and a year later, over $50,000 income disclaimer. Your results may vary, but over $50,000 in income. This thing has changed my life, and I'm here until the lights go off and the building burn down. I ain't going nowhere. But guys, we got some extraordinary panelists here tonight that's going to share some of their stories of what's been happening in this whole e-commerce, eBay, Amazon world. And I'm going to bring out the one and only Mr. Dante. Fabulous story from this guy. Let me tell you, when the chips are down and you lose a job, you get fired, whatever the case may be, they kick you to the curb, people are still going to be buying and selling on eBay and Amazon. Trust me. So take a listen to Dante. Dante, come on out. Let everybody know what's been happening with you and in this blessed company that we're in.
Yeah, hey guys, this is Dante. I'll tell you a little bit about me. I started off in the online marketing world probably like a year and a half ago, um, going from company to company, opportunity to opportunity, buying thousands of different softwares that I'd never even used, just to make money online, and I failed miserably at all of them. Okay, until I finally came across one that piqued my interest at first, and I joined because I joined all programs. Right, I just didn't take action when I first began, but I started to take small baby steps of like baby actions, and I started to get results off of just the small actions that I took. So that actually caught my attention. I'm like, I listed like 10 items and I got sale. Okay, so what happens if I list 20 items? Let me see if I can list 30 items and things like that. But I had a job where I traveled and the company paid for everything for me. I didn't have to pay for pretty much nothing. I just had to pay for food. And guys, I like to eat a lot, so that's a lot of money for me to spend on food. But they paid for everything for me, and after I've done my services, guess what? They didn't need me anymore. So they pretty much promoted me to customer. And I didn't have a job at that point. Okay, so my whole thing was to find a job, and obviously me being in a direct sales, it's a very demanding industry where they need people that can sell. So I didn't have a problem finding a job. I just had a problem with money to get to where I needed to go to get the job. Okay, and DS Domination paved the way for that. They actually helped me pay for the hotel, pay for the flight down there, pay for like a stay at a hotel just to get down there first. And after that, my funds were out. I was pretty much homeless. I slept on the couch for like 3 to 4 weeks to get myself back in the rope. So I had nothing going down to New Orleans. I literally had nothing but a suitcase, well, actually two suitcases and the coat and the clothes on my back. That's pretty much all I had. And I just had a will to get out of the situation I was in. So the journey began at that point. I pretty much found a job, got into my job, upgraded to the elite level. If you don't know what the elite level is, that's another way for you to make more money on eBay. Okay, and I knew at that point I needed to make more money. So guess what I had to do? I had to invest in myself so I can make more money. After I've done that, I jumped into the other programs at a lot of different other levels. Immediately after that, because I had to make money quick, and the only way that I can make money quick is if I invest in myself. Okay. Once I did that and believed in the system and took action by watching the videos and doing what the videos told me to do, I was able to make an extraordinary income very quick. Okay, the type of income that I make would probably take someone like a year or probably even 2 or 3 to even get to that type of income within a month or two. Um, and so now you fast forward a year from now, not even a year, you fast forward 11 months from now. I've been able to generate 6 figures online using eBay, Amazon, and the products as a whole. Okay, and now it's not even about me anymore. It's about me helping my team out. And I got one of my team members on the other side of the panel right there. And he's gonna tell you a little bit about his story too. But I've been able to help other people generate income where they don't have to they're not even looking for a job anymore. Okay, and that's pretty much my story. I've been able to help a lot of people to get to where they want to go by helping myself out. So guys, if you're probably in a messed up situation, let's say for instance like you're on the verge of being homeless. There's a lot of people that probably can't pay their rent. They probably owe a lot of bills, getting foreclosed on and things like that. This is the place for you to be because that can change very quickly. It's no excuse why you can't be successful. Okay, the only person that's gonna hold you back is yourself. Okay, and if you hold yourself back, guess what's gonna happen? You're gonna go down the path that you don't want to go down. So I suggest that you try a different path, which is the UOP, and DS Domination, so that way you can succeed, right? So you can succeed and actually get the income that you desire, okay? And it's all up to you. You just got to get out your way, get out your own way, and go ahead and click the link below and get started.
Dante, thank you so much, man. Let me tell you guys, he went from sleeping on the couch to now making 6 figures. Come on, man. It don't get no better than that in about 11 months. In 11 months, it don't get no better than that. Now, don't wait until you're homeless. Don't wait until you get fired. Don't wait till you lose your job. Don't wait till you hurt your leg and you can't drive a bus. Don't wait for all that to happen. Take action right now. 1995. Don't even click the more information button. Forget that. It's like Ragu. It's in there. You need to click the join our team button. You need to click that join our team button right now, because we are the #1 team. We make it happen here. So, Dante, you said you had one of your teammates on here. Why don't you introduce him? Have him come on out.
All right, cool. I want to introduce. This is one of my teammates. We was both in the military together. We was in the Navy together, and we met up randomly. I let him do it, but we met up randomly at an event, the UOP event, and he wanted to know more about it, and that's how he got started. This is pretty much a great friend of mine. We had a lot of great times together, and I'm happy actually he started with me, and I know it's changed his life too as well. So Ray Vaughn, come on out. If he can.
Where's he at?
Unmute yourself.
Unmute.
Yeah, you gotta unmute yourself.
All right, we there?
Yeah.
Okay. Yo, Ray. I know you paid the light bill, right? Little dog over there, man. We can barely see you.
Oh, got candle lights going on. Nah.
You look like one of those people on 60 Minutes hiding their identity.
Yeah, let me get my stuff together.
Okay, while we waiting for Ray to call Lipa, we gonna shoot on over to the female with the mostest, guys. Let me tell you, man. If you was around last night, okay, there's something that we have called the Winning Women's Network, okay, and KB, none other than Keisha Bass. I mean, they threw it down. They threw it down last night, and we got a lot of guys on the panel here tonight. But let me tell you guys, the women are making it happen. So let me introduce none only than our favorite person. Just taking names and going to the bank and just cashing checks. Keisha Bass, come on out. Let them know what's going on, Mrs. Founder of the Winning Women Network.
What's going on, Carrie? Mr. Excitement. I got your fired up.
What up? And I love that book club too.
Thank you.
Go ahead.
Thank you so much. First of all, let me just say, Carrie, I appreciate you, because you know what? If I don't know that anybody is on there, if I don't know if any guys are showing up, I know that Carrie is showing up. Okay, I know that he's there. I know he's rooting me on, so I appreciate you so very much for all that you do, and hopefully my internet's coming through okay. Am I chopping up? No,
But you're good.
Okay, awesome. Well, I'm so excited to be here tonight on the UOP Hangout. It was, just a short year ago that I was almost in the same position as Dante. I was actually on the other side. I was actually receiving unemployment, and I had gotten an emergency unemployment voucher or whatever they call it, a stipend, and it was almost to the end. And DS Domination came across my computer, because I didn't have no desk I was working at, right? It came across my computer. Somebody sent me in the Facebook chat and said, hey, check this out. Well, I didn't have anything else to do but check it out. And I thought, sell on eBay? That just doesn't, I've never, making money on eBay, I don't know if that's for me. But sometimes you're in situations, you all, where you have to just try it, right? You don't have anything to lose. And for me, it was like, well, $20, right? You can. This is how I put it. If I have, I had a mortgage, that I had to pay, right? And I'm gonna be flat out honest with you. And I figure, okay, $20, and I got, on a mortgage over here. It's not, the $20 ain't gonna really put a dent in the bills that I have. So I might as well take a chance. Now I'm not saying to you to take the chance like I did, right? Because you're not me and I'm not you. And the chances that I take, I've always been a risk taker, right? I've always pushed the envelope to the edge, almost to the tipping point. That's your girl, okay? So I took a chance, right? I didn't have to ask my husband about spending $20. Okay, I've never been that kind of wife, and he's not gonna even. He'd be like, "Are you serious? You asking me about $20?" So I just got started, right? I said, you know what? I'm gonna list the item. I'm gonna watch these little videos, and I'm gonna list the item. And I've been in all these companies where they promised me I'd make some money, and here we are again, But I figured I'll give it another chance. And sure enough, I listed my item on eBay, and it sold. Like within 24 hours, it sold. The next morning, I woke up, and me and the kids, I was getting them ready for school and stuff. And my phone, I had downloaded the eBay app, okay? I downloaded that eBay app, and my phone went cha-ching, okay? And I was like, what is that? I'm looking around the room like, okay, I don't have any gadgets in here. My kids don't have no cash machines, and stuff in here. And sure enough, I looked at my phone, you guys, and I had made a sale on eBay. At that point, Carrie, I knew. At that point, I was like, oh, my God, I have something that is golden. I have something that I can take and share with people, and people's lives can be changed. Not only my life, because at that point, I needed oxygen myself, right? It wasn't about me saving the world. Heck, I was like, I need to find a way, to keep my kids in private school. I got, things that are going on because I've been laid off from a 6-figure job. So I knew what it was like to make money where, you just like, you're just making money, right? I knew what that was like, right? But I had to replace it. And the cool thing about, Reginald, you were talking about personal development earlier, and because I had really done a lot of work on myself, I knew I was going to be laid off, and some things I knew, but I was in a place where I knew that money had to come back to me. The 6-figure income had to come back to me because I was already a 6-figure person, right? So I can't make nothing less than 6 figures because that's the kind of person that I am, and that's what I had done, and I had worked on myself more than I worked on any business because nothing was really working. So all I knew was to work on Keisha and to really build myself and invest in myself and spend time, reading. And I would be on conference calls. You guys, I would have earphones in my head all day long. I'm listening to conference calls and different people and Tony Robbins and Jim Rohn, and I'm searching for folks to look for at that point. So I knew that that the solution had to come to me, and it was DS Domination. And within less than a year, I had replaced my 6-figure job, okay? And we, me and my husband, we produced, at this point, over 200,000 at this point, right? In less than 1 year, we did it with one company. We're not building teams in 2 and 3, companies talking about we got multiple streams of income. No, we did it with one company, with one system, with the products. We use the products. Not only do we actually sell the products, right? I've been in companies where I just sell the stuff, right? But I didn't use that stuff, right? Some of that juice, I found juice that I had from companies I was in 5 years ago. So, I didn't use the juice, right? But I was pushing it on other people and telling them, oh, yeah, you should try the juice. You should get a juice. You should get an auto ship of the juice every single month to your house. But with this company, these products, I love these products, okay? I love them, right? I actually, that's what I do, right? So if something should happen to the affiliate side, oh, well, I'm still making money on Amazon, and I'm still going to make money on eBay. I just got an offer from somebody on a product I was telling Dante. I was on the phone with him, right? And I was on Amazon, and I'm looking, for something that women use, right? And I found this product, and sure enough, the thing was on Amazon for one price, and people on eBay were selling it for like double. And I said, well, shoot, I'm about to list this right here on eBay. And he is my witness. Tonight, someone actually sent me an offer on that particular item. Now, I'm not going to accept the offer, but it's still working, you guys. So a year later, the products are still working. They're still working. So I would just get started if I were you. That's all for now.
Awesome, 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 man. Let me tell you guys. I mean, when I see the women come through, and they must just know how to coupon and how to shop, and they're just blowing the men out the water. They can pick anything up and say, okay, I'm going to sell this. Next thing you know, it sells. I mean, that's why like half the people that I sign up is women, because they just got it going on. Now I got some men in there. We're learning some of the steps, but we're following the women. Guys, get your wife on here, okay? Get wives, get your husbands on here, because it's really, really happening. We've been around. I've been in this thing a year now. So holiday season has come back around. The holidays go so quick. We're going to make you're going to be able to make some tremendous amounts of income within the next, couple of weeks, even going into January, because, we have an inside track from somebody that's been doing this for a decade. So some people think, oh, well, once December finishes, there's no way to make any more money on eBay because the holiday time is over. Nope. January comes, people are still shopping. February comes, Valentine's Day, they still shopping. Next thing you know, we in March. Here, we rolling into the springtime. And next thing you know, barbecue grills and hot tubs and swimming pools and water filters and spatulas are going out the door like hotcakes. This is a year-round thing. The money don't stop. So I want to bring on now somebody that's Sam. I think you're new to the Hangout. I don't think I've ever got a chance to see you. So Sam, come on out, unmute yourself, and there we go. Let everybody know a little bit about you and what's been happening in this holiday rush season with DS Domination.
Right on. So I've been in DSD for like 6-7 months now. First time on a Hangout, so something new. I'm from Minnesota. It's -3 degrees out right now, so I'm happy I can work from home. So I do not want to leave. So with my business, I really don't push the affiliate side all that much. I really should, but I just want to let you all know that you don't have to make money. So in front of me sitting here right now, I'm looking at my phone, and for this month on Amazon, I'm sitting at $676 in sales. And right next to that, I have my pay stub that I just got, and my last paycheck was $240. So just to put it in comparison, how much you can actually make with this. Now keep in mind, that's just my Amazon sales. Now if I go over to eBay right now, I'm looking at $339 on eBay. So add those two together. It's a life-changing thing. As Reginald was talking about earlier, what could you do with an extra $1,000 in your pocket per month? I'm 20 years old. I go to college full-time, and I'm not rich by any means, but the last thing I don't have is student loans, and that's big enough for me, The other thing, when I first started in DS Domination, I was living in a 500 square foot studio apartment, and I had a dog and a cat and a girlfriend, and that sucked. There was not enough room in there. So I jumped in, and I wanted to make a better life for our little makeshift family of a dog and a cat, And I'll just say 5 months later, I'm living in, a new house on a lake. It's 20 years old. I love it, man. I couldn't ask for anything else, and it's awesome. The thing is it's only $20. So when I first started, I did one hangout a while back, and I was talking about how $20, I just didn't eat Subway for lunch one day, and that's all it took.
Man, I like that. You just didn't eat Subway for one day. Subway's got the $5 footlong because you didn't want the $5 footlong. You just wanted the bigger meal. Now let me tell you. Let them know that you're a college. So you're full-time college student. Am I correct?
Yeah. Right now I'm doing 24 credits.
24 credits, and you have enough time to feed the dog, the cat, the girlfriend, and sell on eBay and Amazon.
I have plenty of time. I got time to spare. After I get off here, I'm going to go play some Xbox. That's how much time I got.
So guys, let me tell you, he's playing Xbox. Okay, he's feeding the dog, the cat, the girlfriend. Okay, he just moved into a, to a house thanks to DS Domination. I mean, were you hesitant about spending that 20? Who's your sponsor? Who signed you up?
You know, I was actually very hesitant. My sponsor is Reginald Stinson, actually. And,
oh, yeah. I really don't like that guy, too. Nah, I'm just joking. That's my sponsor, too.
No, the thing is I've seen everybody else go through these home business things, and it always ends up being a bust for them. So when I came across this, it seemed like it was something different. I'm not sitting here selling shake mixes or energy drinks. You know, who's gonna drink 30 energy drinks in a month to have it on auto ship? It just seems unrealistic. So when it came down to the product being a business that you can actually build on your own free time, it seemed like something different, and I was kind of drawn to that. So what I did after then is I wanted to join not only a random person who I came across, but I sought out the best team within DSD, and I wanted to partner myself and align myself with the #1 earner. So I took it upon myself to look at the leaderboards and find out who that #1 person was, and that was Reginald Stinson and the Unit of Prosperity. So I went from there, looked him up on YouTube, and here I am today.
Oh, man, let me tell you, you have landed in the right team. Okay, thank you so much, Sam, for coming out, giving your testimony. We look forward to you finishing up those 24 credits and definitely making even more money as the months and time goes along. So thanks for definitely coming out. So we're going to move on down the line, and let me tell you guys, the next guy, okay, he is taking the jerky world by storm. If you don't know what jerky is, Amazon's going to learn today. So with that said, Bruce, come on out. Let everybody know what's been happening with you. I think you just shipped in like a whole bunch of jerky, and I'm not sure if you're frozen there. Is he frozen or I'm frozen?
No, I'm here.
All right, there we go. Come on out there, bud.
What's up? What's up?
What's going on?
Oh man, this business is exciting. There's so many things going on and so many opportunities, and you know, just a real quick Reader's Digest version of my story. My sponsor, I know her from a veterans organization that I belong to, and at that time I was the national president of the organization, so I was super busy, and she was actually on the office staff, and later on, oh God, I don't know, it was probably a year or two later, I kept seeing her posting on Facebook over and over and over, and you know, I made money while I was sleeping, and you know, curiosity got the best of me, and so you know, I sent her a message one day and just basically said, "What are you doing?" And she in turn said, "Well, take a look at this website. There's a video on there, and the rest is history." I'm sitting here. At that time, we moved from to a state that we're not from. We moved from Tennessee, East Tennessee, to Texas in the very hot summer. It was about 110 to 120 degrees every day for over 100 days in the summer of 2011. And I started a business. Carrie mentioned I started a jerky business. I came home one day. Now, picture yourself, you walk in, and you say to your wife, "Honey," she said, "what are you going to do for a living here?" And I said, "I'm going to sell jerky." You know, that she was just jumping up and down, I know. But I went out and, you know, basically built distribution routes, and I'm going to sell you. No, I'm not. I'm going to show you tonight some of the things that I sell today. In addition, Carrie was mentioning a big order. I just invested, and I hold on to your seats here for a minute, but this is just for Christmas stock. We invested $30,000 in jerky for just the Christmas season, so that's a lot of jerky. Anyway, but you know, that business is cranking along. It went from zero in 2011 to about $250,000 in jerky today by the end of this year. So I don't care what it is. If it's peanuts, it's jerky, popcorn ragu, as Carrie loves. You know, I'm going to show you some items now, and I know that we hadn't planned on this, but we sell anything and everything online. I'll give you some examples. Carrie sells ragu. Here's one of the items, if you can see it. That is staples for office use. I know this is something that everybody loves, and if anybody's seen the movie, I sell toys that are, this is actually a bundle, and I've got, my house looks like a frozen museum right now, but selling frozen toys of any kind and every kind. Learned last weekend at a training program down in Houston, Texas, you know, the bundling techniques, and this little gadget right here, and I got it in my hand. I think there's about $4 or $5 what the investment in the different pieces in there, and I'm going to sell this for $24.95. Okay, online, and it sells all day long, every day. Another thing that I've got on eBay right now, and I did this as an auction, is this is a little item. It's a inflatable chair for a child, and it's got footballs and baseballs and whatever on it. And I threw it up there as an auction and started it out at 99 cents. And there's a bidding war going on for this little gadget right here. Okay, and that thing right there, I paid $4 for it. And it's up to almost 15 bucks on an auction, from 99 cents to $15, and they're having a bidding war over an inflatable chair. Okay. Carrie talked about jerky. I buy these individual. Well, I buy them in bulk, but I buy, because of the volume that I buy. You know, I buy it at wholesale and a huge discount. And I put them in a box that looks like this. It's a gift box, has 20 pieces of jerky in it. They're exotic flavors. And that little thing right there, I sell for $38.95 all day long, every day, on eBay and Amazon. Today, and your results will vary depending on what you do. You know, I work hard. I'm not telling you I don't, because it's you know, that's part of being an entrepreneur, is you know, it means risk taking, okay? But we're also able to sit in a new house right near a lake. You know, and this has all happened within the last, since February. A lot of things have happened. My wife was on the Hangout for the first time last night on the Winning Women's Network, and she is fired up and excited. And you know, she actually is looking at retirement from her career that she's been doing about 20-25 years, and she'll be able to retire if she wants to. She may or may not even want to leave, but if she doesn't, at least on her terms, she'll have the choice to be able to retire, you know, many years before retirement age. And so it's, you know, there's so many avenues that you can take this, but it all comes down to starting. You know, I love you know, showing this. I mean, start with a simple $20 bill. It's your choice. You have the choice. You can either, as Sam said, you can go to Subway and Starbucks, or you can invest in your own business and scale up from there. And, you know, you can do one of two things. You can invest in a business that can literally change your life, or you can throw it away and, you know, continue to do what you're doing and continue to go down the path that you're on. And, you know, Dante, several other people have said it, but, you know, don't wait to dig your well until you're thirsty. And that's the best way I can tell. You know, when the chips are down and you're desperate, it's a hard time to do things. So before you get to that point, long before, you know, Plan B is where it's at. You can take Plan B and make it into Plan A. So with that, you know, don't use any excuses. Don't say you don't have time, because I know the young lady that's on this panel in a minute, you'll hear from her. I know she's busy with family and other things. She can, you know, Angie can tell you her story, but sorry, I kind of took your thunder away from you there, Carrie. But you know, we're a family here, and you know, we get to know each other well, and you know, just get fired up and, you know, get excited about life and, you know, grab the brass ring and, you know, just run with it. So with that, Carrie, back to you, and I'll let you introduce Angie.
Thanks so much, Bruce. Thanks so much. Congratulations on those orders and all that frozen stuff going out. I know you're gonna make a ton of money. Income disclaimer: your results may vary. Now, guys, you've heard from people that's you know skipping Subway meals. Okay, you've heard from the over $500,000 in income earned. Reginald Stenson. You've heard from people sleeping on the couch, homeless. Okay, homeless, jobless, homeless. Okay, to success. Okay. You've heard of, current business owner. We have business owners that have incorporated DS Domination into what they've been already doing. It doesn't interfere. It just enhances. Okay, we hear people getting these houses on the lake. I mean, I may need to get a house on the lake. Everybody on the panel is getting a house on the lake. There must be something about these lakes. But, you heard the women, the women doing it, losing a 6-figure income job. And, Keisha Bass just, says, hey, you know what? Even though I don't have my 6-figure income job anymore, I'm still a 6-figure income person, and I'm going to replace that 6 figures using DS Domination. Guys, we're making it happen all over the place. But last but not least, coming to the stage, I love her story, okay? All right? She's up there helping people in the, as a nurse. They're just built to help people, okay? So, Angie, please come on out. Let everybody know a little bit of your story and what's happening in this holiday season, as we're about to make some serious money. Guys, it's not too late for you. You can get started today. Click the join now button. You don't need the more information button. We got it all in there, okay? As you can tell, we're all wearing the shirts. We're all wearing the shirts. UOP is the team to be on, okay? UOP certified, all right? So, Angie, come on out. Let them know your story, girlfriend.
What's up?
Ooh, what up?
Hey, listen, I feel like I don't even need to say anything. All the stuff that's already been said on this panel, I agree. Click the link below to get started right now and start getting paid for the holidays. My story, short and sweet, is that I am a full-time nurse manager, and I got started back in January of last year, and I made a sale on eBay in the first 48 hours. So, that alone got me hooked. I think I sold, it was a pet cleaner. It was a urine odor get rid of or cleaner, right? So that sold, and I sold some volleyballs, and I sold some little get fresh, cool packs that go in your lunch boxes. They just kept selling over and over and over. So to me, that was just like, wow, I can do this from home. I do not have to worry about going in and picking up some extra shifts as a nurse. I don't have to worry about getting a second job or a third job, as I know a lot of nurses and other professionals do. You go out and you get second jobs because you need this or that. I'm a nurse manager. I make a very good income. So, like Keisha was talking about, being used to a big income, or she's used to a 6-figure income. Sometimes it's just about, like Sam was talking about, sometimes it's just about a few extra $100 a month or $1,000 a month or whatever it is. My kids are in private school, so for me, it's that's great to get $1,000 a month, so that I can make sure that I don't ever have to worry about whatever happens, they would have their school tuition paid for. So sometimes it's just about whatever it is for you. If you just need supplemental income, if you just want to get on here and sell some things on Amazon, sell some things on eBay, then that's what you can do, because that's what this is set up to do. It's set up to teach you a skill through our simple step-by-step training, and you get to start making money. I love what Keisha Bass says, and I think if I sum all this up, she always says this: imperfect action today is much better than perfect action later. This is about taking action every single day. So, you know, what we're asking you to do is, you're here for a reason. Take an action right now, pay the $19.95, and get yourself started. At the end of the day, here's what it is. At the end of the day, if you decide, oh, this is not for me, then you've spent 20 bucks, okay? I know you spent 20 bucks last week on a bad pizza. So spend the 20 bucks and get in, and you won't regret that, because you'll have that. If you take the imperfect action every day, then you will make back your 20 bucks. It's just, you know, I made that back in 48 hours, like I said before. So, you know, it's worth it. It's a skill set. And here's one other thing you want to think about. You know, if you're out there and you even if you love your job, you don't know what's going to happen in your field, healthcare especially, and it's happening all over. You don't know what's going to happen. You know, tomorrow they could decide to shut my unit down, or, you know, tomorrow I could get injured on the job and be on disability. You just don't know what's going to happen, and you want to have something that you can depend on, that you've learned, that you're in control of. You're not you're not depending on a boss or a job to pay you. You're learning a skill that you can bring home your own paycheck. Amazon pays you every 2 weeks, and eBay pays you immediately in your PayPal account. So it's really a no-brainer. Click the link below. These are real people. Someone on this panel is just like you. You know, I never sold on eBay before I started this, and I'm making money with eBay. You know, I made money within 48 hours. Simple training that anybody can listen to.
Was that the period full stop?
What? What?
No, I take it that was the period full stop.
That was
so
like,
thank you so, you know, thanks so much, Angie, for coming on out there and sharing your story. Definitely, guys. You know, as you can tell, we're not telling people to go quit your job. You know, we all some of the panelists still have jobs. Some of the panelists have fired their boss. You know, I still work a full-time job. It is what it is. But I know, you know, there's a means to an end, and it's not about, yeah. Sometimes we talk about 6 figures and all this type of stuff, and it's maybe above some people's heads out there. And when I hear to be, you know, say, you know, point fingers or anything like that, but we're here to say, you know, stretch yourself. Okay, stretch your mind to the possibilities. Okay, like paying off, you know, the kids' tuition, paying off college, you know, starting a college fund for your, you know, for your kids. Okay, you may have everything that you want. Okay, but what about a friend or family member that's in dire needs right now? I mean, come on. For the cost of let me see here. This is a Chinese food menu here. So if for the cost of General Chow's chicken, okay, chef special, okay, that's $9.95. Okay, and my wife, she's a shrimp eater, so she'll get the General Chow's shrimp for $11.95. Just those two right there. Okay, I didn't add no chicken wings. I didn't add no egg rolls, nothing like that. We didn't even get nothing for the kids. Just me and her eating right here at the Chinese food place, okay? 20 bucks, okay? So we're eating at the Chinese food place. We're skipping Subway meals to make this happen, okay? At bare minimum, what do you lose? Oh, I lost 20 bucks. But trust me, the people that have come in to the unit of prosperity, key thing, unit of prosperity with DS Domination, it's like no other place out there, okay? You will be welcomed into the community. Over 15,000 members in our private Facebook group. Exclusive. You can't even get in without somebody on the inside letting you in. You know, like those movies where you got to knock on the door and they pull up the little thing and they say, what's the password? That's how we are. We're so secretive because we don't want no contaminants contaminating the positivity and the cohesionness that we have going on in there. So at any time, feel free, click the link below, join now, get involved right now with DS Domination. I'm so happy that, you know, the holiday season is back around, and, you know, my wife is also putting up listings. She's making sales. I'm making sales. It doesn't get any better than this. And guess what? Before you know it, it's going to be 2015. September, October, December again, and where are you going to be a year from now? Commit to being in this thing 6 months from now, and your life will be changed. Mine has been changed. I'm not going nowhere. I'm here with Reggie until the lights go off and the walls come down. I am right here making money on eBay, just like all the panelists. So even if you want to make an extra $200 a month, come on in. You want to make an extra $5,000 a month, come on in. You want to make an extra in the middle per month, come on in. The water's fine. It's like ragu. It's in there. With that said, let me turn it back over to my sponsor, Mr. Reginald Stenson, if he's ready. He looks like he's in meditation right now.
I was actually doing some support, so helping people out while I'm on the hangout. But I really don't have anything to say. But get started, you all. You've heard the stories. We painted the picture and showed you all how this opportunity can change your life. But now the decision is yours to make. And in order for you to make that decision, like we've said, just click the button below the video. It is the green button to go ahead and get started. It's only a $20 decision. Like some of the other panelists said, we've wasted $20 on silly things all the time. I actually blew $20 today on a smoothie. I had a lot of stuff in it, a Smoothie King. So, I mean, it is what it is. So, you know, instead of investing, which Smoothie King is good for you, because I was working out, so I had to get that. So I'm not gonna say that's bad, but you know, we invest in things like that all the time. But it's also good to invest in something like a business that could shape your family life, not only today, not only tomorrow, but for years to come, because that's something, especially I taught my friend is a financial planner, and they kind of was talking to me and how, you know, the wealthy people properly plan their life, and there's so much stuff we can go into, and probably later on I'll bring them on to actually educate us a lot further on that. But, you know, we don't plan ahead like that. We only plan for today when you should be planning for tomorrow. And this gives you that opportunity to be able to do that, not only tomorrow, but years and years beyond, even when you're not here anymore. And now you have an opportunity to do that and use this as that vehicle to propel you to go into other things, not only to invest in college educations or to save for retirement or to create an inheritance, so on and so forth. But this can be that industry and that niche that allow you to live your other dreams, such as some of you all want to be musicians, some of you all want to be at home and do some other stuff with charities, or you want to go into acting, or you just want to do whatever. This gives you that flexibility to do that, which be myself, you know, I do music as well, and I'm jumping into real estate and doing all those things. Those are things that I've always wanted to do, and now this business has allowed me to be able to do that. So we're not going to hold you all any longer. Go ahead and click the button below to get started. Whoever invited you to this hangout, you will need to get started with them. Make sure when you click the join now button that their name is on the page before you sign up. You should see it on the right hand side of the screen. It's going to tell you who you were referred by. Make sure whoever referred you that you see their name so that they get credit for referring you. And we will love to have you on our team, and we will welcome you with open arms, and you get the same support from the entire team, regardless who you decide to connect with on the Unit of Prosperity. So you all have a great night. We will see you tomorrow on our prospecting call once you decide to get started with us. You have a good night.